we're going to be taking wheels that look like this, these have been rhino lined, and turning them into something like this. Now this one is not 100% done. I still have more polishing yet to do, but we're going to show you one way that you could refinish wheels to give them a nice shine like this. Now the first thing you're going to need is appropriate PPE. You need personal protective equipment for this because we are going to be dealing with some pretty nasty, harsh chemicals that could hurt you in a hurry. So this is one of those things, if you don't have the proper gear to do this, do not try this at home. This stuff can be potentially very, very harmful to your health. What we're going to be using is here. You're also going to want a respirator, and you're also not going to want to do this inside. If you do this inside, you're just asking for trouble. We're going to be using this aircraft remover. Now this stuff is wicked powerful. It peels paint off in a matter of minutes, and it just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's nasty stuff, but it works great for something like this because it strips us down to a nice bare aluminum that we can then polish and make look nice. Going to want some sort of a little brush to apply the stuff with, and that's about it. So I'm going to put my respirator on and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so after you've given this some time to work, what you're going to want to do is use some sort of a plastic scraper to kind of scrape up the residue, see if you missed any spots. Use some rags if you need to wipe it off. We're going to do the same to the other wheel and then come back and recoat them both with aircraft remover to get off the remnants of the rhino liner and the paint, get it down to bare aluminum. So now that we're basically down to clean metal, we've got a few little spots here and around that we'll have to work on more, but at this point we don't really need more aircraft remover because the next step is going to be sanding. Now what I've done is I've went and got a little sanding backing plate with a saw adapter thing for it, as well as a nice assortment of different grits. So we're going to start out with 240, move up 600,000, 5,000, and then 10,000. Probably the 10,000 really isn't necessary for this. We are wet sanding, so wet this down, and then go to it. Some of these I'll have to go back through and clean up, but it's already getting a nice smooth finish on there, so probably do a little bit more with that just to clean up some of these. This one's especially rough here, but clean that up and then move up to the next grade and do the same thing up until we're at about 1,000 grit, and from there I'll let you catch back up with us. Okay, so I've done 1,000 grit. Now I could have spent a lot more time, really made these perfect, but I just want to spruce the truck up a bit and get a good start on this. Later on down the road, you can always do this again, same process over again, to get out more imperfection, but for now, this will be good enough, essentially. So what we're going to do now is this 3M Marine Aluminum Restore and Polish. This is designed for pontoons and aluminum boats, and it works great on those. It also works great on these. So we've got a foam pad. It's a little chewed up, but what we're going to do is take that foam pad and just kind of dip it in there. And then we're going to take all that nasty goop and just take it and kind of smear it around on here. Now at this point you want to have dried off the wheels. So I did that a little bit. Probably not as good as I should have, but good enough to show you what we need to do. So there we go. And now we just do the same as we did before. Work this stuff in like you were sanding it, and then when we're all done, we'll rinse it off. I would say that is quite an improvement. This is a good kind of idea of what you're going to need to do to refinish some wheels. If you do want the mirror finish, basically you're just going to spend a bit more time at each step and make sure that you have it perfect. There was times where I kind of skipped to the next step because little imperfection stuff aren't going to matter. This is going on a work truck anyways. I just want it to look a little bit better than it did. So I would say that this is a complete success. So now we'll have to get some tires and put them on the truck. So hopefully this will help you out in knowing a little bit better idea, or giving you an idea of how you could refinish wheels on your vehicle. All right, thanks for watching.